Welcome back to the Right Hand Drive Guys podcast. I'm Bobby. This is Aaron.
Yo, yo.
And it's episode 44. We're pumped. We're excited.
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving's behind us. Black Friday's done. Now I guess it's going to be winter and Christmas, right? All depending on where you live, it's going to be winter or just less hot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, but where we live up in New England, snow is about to come. Time to work on winter projects. And of course, Christmas.
Yes. Christmas is coming.
Oh, yeah, it is. And so, us JDM Car Guys, we don't want all the other mess of gifts. We want JDM Car Guy gifts, right?
Right.
I mean, I know that's what I want.
It's a niche.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. And so when it comes to that, we wrapped up a cool little list of things that are good gifts for JDM Car Guys like ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
And whether we already have them personally or we're hoping that our girl listens to this and maybe hooks us up, whatever. But we came up with, 9 or 10 or whatever each, and we're just going to run through them and hopefully we inspire some people to get some great gifts for some cool guys or girls.
For sure.
So I'll start it out. So
let's hear your first one.
Yeah, my recommendation is the Cult of GTR book. And if you're on YouTube, you can see I'm holding it up and what it looks like. It's dope. It's got the midnight purple GTR R34 tail light in the center lit up. The cover's pretty legit. And so this is by Ryan Zamalin, and it's a true story of crime, obsession, and the world's most coveted car. And I've gotten almost all the way through it. And it's really cool. The book is a great read for anybody, even if you're not a GTR guy, quote unquote. Just the whole story of how this car has created just bad decisions and people spending way too much money and people having obsessions. And it's definitely deep, but it really introduces you to some of the key players that helped create the hype behind like the GTR brand period. And
that's pretty dope.
So I think that is a really good buy, and you can get it from Carrera Books. I think you can find it on Amazon, but CarreraBooks.com also has it. That's the because the author's obviously a car guy just like us.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
So that's his website. So that skips out on all the Amazon fees that they take. So CarreraBooks.com. Cult of GTR. What do you got?
What do I got? Well, if you work on any of these cars, it's something that is known to be lost all the time.
10 millimeter bolt.
10 millimeter sockets, dude.
Oh, shoot.
The sockets, dude. The sockets alone.
Okay.
You know that 10 mil always comes up missing. You're like, where did it go?
Where
did my 10
you're
mil
right.
go?
That's the one you're looking for, and it's just not there.
Right. So a great gift for any of these JDM car guys would be, a slew of 10 millimeter sockets. You
like
can get on
5-pack, 8-pack, whatever.
You can get on Amazon. You can get them 1/4-inch drive, 3/8 drive,
that's
deep,
smart.
shallow. Get them with swivels, dude.
Give
buy
me
a 10-pack, dude.
Yeah,
just get an assortment and throw it out, dude.
That would be dope.
Yeah, for real. I mean, dude, how many times have you went for that socket to take off? Because all these bolts, no matter whether it's a Nissan, Honda, Mazda, whatever, tons of 10 millimeter bolts.
Oh, for sure.
It's what holds them all together. Like
JDM cars are built off 10 millimeters.
Seriously, it's kind of crazy.
So that's a dope gift suggestion.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. So grab those 10 millimeter sockets. And so if you got a right-hand drive JDM car, one of the major issues you always got is your new US plate isn't going to fit. So you got only a few options, and one of them, of course, is re-drill the plate.
Right. Which is kind of janky.
Yeah, and you got extra holes. You can run one bolt and try to tighten it as best you can and hope that it doesn't go crooked, right?
Which it always will.
It always does, and it looks silly. You got this nice car, you got a crooked plate. Or you can get a plate adapter. That's what I ended up grabbing for a few of my cars, was the Import Bible plate adapter, which is pretty dope. It's all, it's 2 pieces, and it has both the US and the JDM plate holes.
Yeah.
And it swivels so that, you can adjust the angle of the plate.
Right.
And
that's
it's,
cool.
yeah, and it's a pretty decent price, for the craftsmanship that I feel like it is. I would probably put them on all my cars now, but that's a good gift for somebody with a right-hand drive car, because they probably always have
It's probably some mess going on back there, because like whenever I got my car, it had like this little thin piece of aluminum with holes drilled in it and nuts and bolts and like a zip tie here, and like it's just like, what is all this? And like whenever you got those and put them on, I was like, oh wow, that's sick. Yeah. I mean, it's fairly inexpensive,
right, for what it is.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you probably never have to mess with unless you're swapping out a plate frame or whatever. But it's still nice to have and know that your plate's not going to fall off because it's being held on by a zip tie and
whatever
else.
And so that's definitely one of the things that I found was it's easy to install. It takes just a few minutes, and again, pretty cheap. So you can get that at importbible.com, or you can also find, there's a bunch of different ones that you can get on eBay and Amazon and all that. But I prefer these just because of the adjustability and the quality, and it's a guy just like us trying to do his thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right.
So, next up for me, this one, pretty much any car guy would probably love one of these, and it's a Rock Auto gift card.
Ooh, yes,
dude,
sir.
Because Rock Auto,
yes, sir.
they even have things for our cars. Like,
for sure.
Like spark plugs, for instance, you can get from there. Belts.
A lot of rotors, pads, just different things.
Exactly. A lot of these parts do have crossovers for like, American cars. So you can find those things for smoking deals at Rock Auto.
Yeah. Hey. But the thing really is like, you can also use a Rock Auto gift card on your daily driver, windshield wipers, whatever it may be. So that's an all-around car guy gift, like that, pretty much anyone that probably has a car would appreciate.
Honestly.
So that's a good one. And I'm sure, they probably let you get $1,000 gift cards, huh?
Dude,
Rock Auto probably $1 million gift card.
Dude, you can buy the whole store for that. What do you mean?
You're right. Yeah, you end up with 78,000 rotors.
Dude,
wow.
I don't know how they get their prices, but they have some deals.
So I got a good one because what I noticed was not all, but a lot of dudes that are into cars and, especially JDM cars also like, like small scale cars.
Right, like little diecast.
Yeah, and stuff like that. Yeah, and more, but like definitely these. And so what I noticed was that this brand here, the Kaido House, they have like the highest quality like die cast cars that are unique. And so what I have here is a Gretty R34 wide body with like actual rubber tires and like plated underneath, and it's like it's really nice, and even the inside has a lot of detail. The hood pops and the RB.
Dude, it's an actual RB26 in there?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
And so these are...
Dude, that is sick.
Yeah, these are really, really high quality...
dude, the detail.
Small scale cars, and, it has the alloy wheels and all that. And so you can get these at KaidoHouse.com. And another cool thing... Listen up if you're buying gifts for dudes like us. Another cool thing is this hat that I'm wearing, if you're watching on YouTube, the Nismo hat, and then I got a lot of other gear. They're one of the few licensed collab people with Nismo that can use the old logo.
Sick.
So
dope.
If if you're the person you're buying for wants gear, and you can catch a Kaido drop. They are one of the few licensed for the old school Nismo logo. So
That's sick.
yeah, they're definitely all about it, and they got some dope real life cars too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What's
Cool.
up?
So next up for me, kind of following the same theme as like working on the cars, is mechanics gloves.
Priceless.
Yes, dude, and like both types, like the little thin ones that can kind of take a beating that you probably use when you do oil changes or something like that.
Like the coated palm and finger.
Right.
deal.
And then even the heavier ones for when you're doing like suspension type work or any type of heavier type work, and you don't want to be blowing through latex gloves.
Yeah,
These
blowing out
mechanics
your
gloves.
knuckles.
Yeah. These mechanics gloves, dude, worth the money.
Yeah, and
And-
you can get those locally, so that's a cool thing is you don't have to kind of go out to get those.
Right. I mean, any auto parts store probably has some, and they have crazy colors, and
Yeah.
definitely a good thing to have.
So, I got a really good one, right? I'm excited for this one, and I hope everyone else is just as excited as me. Something you can get your JDM car guy or gal is merch from Right Hand Drive Guys.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
That's our stuff. Yeah, and we don't plug it too much, but it is the holidays, and you can definitely find some cool stuff on there, whether it's just a logo tee or the car tees or, the pattern tees and different gear like we have with the pattern that you see behind us on the garage doors and stuff. So you can find that at rhdguis.com. You can now find it there, or hit the link tree in our IG bio, and you'll be able to find it there. But
Nice.
definitely swing over, cop some stuff, support your boys.
Definitely. Cool. So next up on my list would be HKS accessories. HKS, I don't know, like every season it seems like they come out with just like, I don't know, little knickknacks or trinkets or whatever it is.
Towels, all kinds of
Towels.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they have like pillows, doormats,
Curtains.
curtains.
They will soon enough.
Yeah, for real. I mean, so any of that type of stuff, you can, like, any JDM car dude would probably be into it.
Oh,
So-
for sure. Especially, there's a lot of big HKS guys out there, for sure, and girls. Like, there's for sure a following behind that. So
Yeah, for sure.
probably chances are the person you're buying for would not complain.
Right. And like Trust Kaikaku usually has a decent selection of that type of stuff. Same with like Z1, but sometimes they'll show it in stock, but
Oh, that's the worst.
that's we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah, don't rile me up. Arr.
But yeah, you can definitely find this stuff in stock. It's not super limited, but on the cool stuff, it does kind of go quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that with anything, right? I mean, especially their stuff. I mean, a lot of their stuff is, as you know, how long have you waited for a set of mats?
A while. It was like months.
Months and months. And
Almost a
people
year.
wait that, though.
Yeah.
Like, did you end up getting them?
The floor mats for my car?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Never
so
got
did
it.
you
They
end
ended
up
up refunding my
cancel-
money.
Oh, okay. So that's the thing. Imagine how many people also waited like that.
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
I know, because that one guy on all the groups got them all.
Yeah.
He has all
friggin'
13 sets
guy.
or whatever it is. Like,
Which is wild. Like, the limited stuff really is wild.
yeah.
So yeah, HKS gear, grab it. I definitely would.
Yeah.
I got a fun one. And so we personally have these, the Kyosho Mini Z, the little RC cars, like this one
yes.
that you got right here, and
This is
then
the R34.
I don't know if your Supreme one's out here, but that's
it's up front.
yeah, and that's how they come, is in that box. And I mean, these things rip, dude.
Yeah, the
Like-
detail's pretty decent on some of the bodies, like some
Oh,
of the
for
detail
sure.
on the headlights and
Yeah.
taillights and
Like
stuff.
the
It's like,
what do you
whoa.
have there? The Sylvia?
I have an S13 Sylvia and I got an S15 body as well.
Yeah, so
And, like-
it's like that. The detail, the headlights on the 13 are like sick.
Yeah, it's like the detail that they put into their like models and stuff over there. It's crazy.
It really is.
It's truly next level. Like they just, I don't know, love the quality of it.
And a company called RCP makes tracks, which we have one of those. If you watch some of our early episodes, you probably saw it in the background. But it's like they're a blast. They're almost too hot to handle.
Yeah.
They like just rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all-wheel drive.
Yeah,
So.
and so they do make, which is one of the coolest parts, right? Like they sell an EK9 CTR Mini Z, and it's front-wheel drive.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so they sell S2000 Mini Z. It's rear-wheel drive.
Huh.
Yeah, and so that's why this is all-wheel drive. You know,
Right.
But you can also get this body in rear-wheel drive.
Right.
You know, but you get what I'm saying. So that's what's really cool is you want to have like legit races with your buddies. You guys all rip their front-wheel drives, whatever,
Yeah.
you know, that. And they'll drift like crazy too. Like you can pull hella
It's
drifts
crazy.
on that. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, the Kyosho, you can search them anywhere, Kyosho Mini Z, and yeah, grab yourself one of these bad boys. Just don't bang it up like I did.
Yeah, that
or
one's-
do.
oof.
That's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Either way. Cool. So next up on my list, I got a product from Chemical Guys, and it's the JDM Squash Air Freshener Spray.
Oh, classic.
So
Classic.
yeah, all these old 90s cars, they always had those in them, I feel like. So I feel like some of that squash spray or squash smell stays in them.
Yeah, like you open the door, especially on a warm day, and it's it's baking in there.
It's like, what even is that? Like,
oh shit, it was.
but then when you realize, you're like, yeah, it's not that bad, you know. It's like an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Like, once you smell it so much, you're like, oh, I kind of like that, you know.
And then you end up like buying them by the 10 packs when you go to Japan, and we even had somebody ask you to bring some.
Yeah,
back,
I
right?
did. TJ,
yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's definitely across all JDM car guys. Like they know that,
Right.
They know about it.
But yeah, so a company in America started making it in the spray bottle. So
Oh, really?
yeah, Chemical Guys.
Oh, okay, right. That's
So,
what
yeah.
you said. Yeah. So they knew, like, and that's a thing.
Yeah,
They're probably,
it's literally called JDM Squash.
Yeah. And so they probably have JDM car guys like us
Oh,
on.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. And so that's pretty cool that as like this industry has progressed, like it's spread out so
Yeah.
that some of these companies are even in touch with our little niche, as you would say.
Right.
So that's cool. The squash, I definitely need to pick some of that up. I thought it was like hard to find over here.
Right. It was for the longest. You'd have to get it from whatever, one of those little companies that would bring in all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
but-
import it, yeah. So along with kind of that style thing is the Nobori flags.
Ah, yes.
So if your JDM car guy or gal has the garage,
Yep.
then, or even like a office room, whatever,
Yeah.
these things are dope for pretty much anything. You want to hang them off your front porch, like whatever, right? Like
yeah.
they're sweet, and we got some in here. Aaron actually got this for me last Christmas.
Yeah.
And he gave me like a heap of them. It's so many that it's like hard to hang up. But so they're really cool, and you can get them for all your favorite brands. You know, JDM and USDM. You can get them pretty much for anything at this point.
Yeah.
But especially some of those older, more recognizable ones that you don't even see anymore. You can still get like some of those. And one of the more popular places that I know to get them is the Nobori Connection.
Yeah.
And it's the NoboriConnection.com. And they have a ton. I think they can even do custom ones for you.
Right, for sure.
So if you want to decorate in a JDM fashion, then,
Without breaking your bank.
yeah, for sure.
Because there are some rare Noboris out there, and like people
yeah.
do charge some crazy amounts for them.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, they were rare for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. What do you got next?
So yeah, the next one I got is Boss Coffee.
Oh,
So if your
dang.
dude's into JDM cars and he's into coffee, chances are he would enjoy some Boss coffee.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. He
And-
definitely would. It's so good.
Dude, yeah, but it's just kind of hard to come by in America, right?
Yeah.
And like,
They just started manufacturing or importing or whatever under Boss America, but
Oh,
their
no way.
selection is like really small still because they're like feeling it out.
yeah,
But still, right, like you said, like not like in Japan. When we're in Japan, it's like
everywhere in the vending
in so
machines.
many options, like just every option. Like
it's insane.
it really is crazy.
And they too have like I don't know, some pretty cool merch as well.
Yeah,
if you
they
could, you had to find it used, usually on eBay or
The jacket,
the jackets.
they make a
like,
jacket that's so cool.
dude. They're on it.
Yeah, they are. And that is kind of the thing. It's really hard to get here. I personally had purchased some off somebody in Japan and had them ship it to me,
yeah.
and that was cool, but like not cost effective for
No way.
what it is. They're like 130 to 180 yen depending on.
Which is like $1, right?
Yeah, right. But then you end up paying like shipped from over there like $3 to $4 each, and it's like, I mean, I guess it's still the price of like a Starbucks or something, right? So,
Right.
but these are cooler,
But,
I think.
yeah.
Some of them. So yeah, I agree. That's a really good one for any coffee or JDM Car Guy. So collectibles, right? Like a whole different realm is like kind of what you were saying about some of those Nabori flags is the really hard to find stuff. Those limited one-off, 10-off, small production. A lot of times by tuning houses and whatever else, just these different items. And you know what I'm talking about, from watches to bomber jackets to belt buckles to sunglasses to Zippos to
just anything like that.
Yeah, it's
just
like
all this
kinds
type of
stuff.
promo type stuff, like
Just like the the work suit or whatever that you got me from Enios.
yeah.
But for all of these different Nismo, all of these different brands, Spoon, you name it. And so the guy is Jaron is his name.
Yeah.
And it's S_Jaron on Instagram.
Right.
You can find his shop on eBay at Kurac, like KURAC 53 is his username, and he just has so much. Like he has
so much,
and he also has super rare parts, like the 400R steering wheels from Nismo,
and seats,
and the seats, and then some other Nismo Recaros.
Yeah.
He I don't even know. He has so much stuff.
Dude, it's
He's
insane, his collection. And like he has all that type of stuff too. Like he has all the brochures and like just dude, I don't know. I can't imagine where he's storing that, because like
I know, it's crazy.
if he just opened up a store, he would have people coming in there just gawking over the stuff, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it would probably kind of get a little, it's like, it'd be like any of those places that let everybody come in. But I think he's based out of Amsterdam. I bought, when I first got the 33 GTR, I bought a heap of stuff from him because he had at that time a ton of R33 stuff because they were becoming legal and all the parts were surfacing. So Jaron he's a good guy to work with. He'll cut down on shipping for you. He definitely hooks you up. So if you want any of the collectibles or super rare stuff, hit up Jaron.
Cool. So next up on my list was something that might be a little more, I don't know, personal, I guess, is a photo sesh with the car and a local photographer. So finding a local photographer and having a photo shoot with the car.
Yeah, that
pretty
would
much
be a
self-explanatory.
Yeah, when you have a photo shoot with a legit photographer, and he knows what he's doing and he works with you, that's a really good feeling because the whole process is like a learning spot for you too, because you're working with a professional and you're starting to understand how that relationship works between the person shooting and the person being shot and helping him get those great shots.
Right.
So I think that is a really good suggestion. And so if you're somebody's significant other happen to be listening to this, trying to find the JDM Car Guy gift, you're like, wow, the photo shoot really sounds like something this person would like. But where do I find this?
Yeah.
Right? So where do I find this? So probably your best bet, if you have Facebook, right, would be to try, what do? Do you try to find a local car group Facebook and say, hey, I want to do this as a gift? But is that person you're trying to get it for in that group?
Right.
Or,
it can get tricky.
Right. Or do you just try to search Facebook? Do you just try to search Google?
Right.
I mean, I probably would just maybe not post in a group, but I would join a group and I would browse. Right. Because you'll see in a lot of these groups, these car photographers throwing out, hey, I got a session open, because they know that that's a group that like where somebody who wants that would be. Right. So I would just scroll through there, and that way you can kind of keep it low key and not get caught trying to give a great gift. Right. But yeah, I agree. I think that would be awesome because those pictures do last a lifetime. Yeah. If the car doesn't, the pictures do.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Always take somebody up on the opportunity.
And it's always way better than iPhone photos.
Oh, for sure.
No
you
matter
think
how,
your iPhone's dope, but yeah.
Right. Nothing beats a professional photographer with some nice gear.
Yeah, they invest their time and their money for sure. So my next one is if you got some money and you're trying to get your JDM Car Guy a really great gift, you could get them a plane ticket to Japan.
Yeah, you
right.
Definitely could.
This is what you got.
One way if you wanted to.
Yeah. And so one way if you really want it. But yeah, I mean, obviously going to Japan is the epitome of JDM Car Guy gifts, right?
100%.
And a lot of people couldn't afford to do this, and this is a really obvious one, but I figured I'd throw it in there just to remind you that the JDM Car Guy would love to go to Japan. Absolutely. Hell yeah. What do you got?
Cool. So my next one kind of ties in a little bit with the last one, but it's just any sort of art, photos, paintings of their car. Yeah. There's a lot of people online you can kind of hire to do some sort of paintings and things like that. Just any sort of artwork you can incorporate their car that they like and have, something to make prints or something. Yeah. Something along those lines that they could appreciate. And you can kind of find those people everywhere on Instagram.
Yeah. What's the one guy's initial clip?
Yeah. He makes like little clips of the cars.
It's cool.
Like,
you give him a picture of the car and he'll give it back to you like animated, like rolling through wherever Tokyo. It's it's so cool how they do that. But yeah, I agree. I mean, again, those type of things last a lifetime, like just like this passion that we all have for these cars.
Yeah, for sure.
The art, the pictures, the photo sessions, those last with you, whether you're 17 or 78. I agree on those gifts for sure. And a lot of times those ones can tie into like the sentimental thing too. So that's 100%. Always good. So my last one was the ticket, right? Like, get them the ticket if you can. But if not, the next best thing, in a sense, would be a Japanese snack box. Because
it's almost the same thing.
Almost. And now if they would just come with onigiri and some cucumber ham mayonnaise sandwiches, I'd have the double subscription. I'd be signing up under me and Amber's name. I'd be like, but so no, they come with cool snacks, and it's like a really great like way to expose yourself to those type of things.
Yeah.
If you can't make it over there, and it's also a conversation piece. If you got some buddies over,
right?
Check out these snacks. I used to get one of these, and we would do that, and we would like all get together and rate all the snacks and try them on whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
So One of the better boxes is Boxu, and it's BOKKSU.com, and you can get a one-time or a subscription box for that, and I think that generally you can't go wrong.
Cool. Word. So next up for me, I got plain and simple. Get the guy a car detail. Not, don't go down to the corner and see the guy on,
Don't be washing the windshield with newspapers.
Yeah, don't be hiring that guy.
Do not.
But no, go to someone that like specializes in car detailing and that, knows how to properly clean a car. And yeah, hook them up with a solid interior detail, exterior wash, and like.
So let's clarify this.
Yeah.
Please do not take his car down and get it detailed. Like, we're not trying to work
not
you
like
up.
that.
No. You go down and get the gift certificate, and you put that under the tree. Because if you take the car, it don't matter how clean it is when you bring it back. You're in trouble.
Yeah. Most likely.
But no, I agree. That is a good one because a lot of times, you got the nice car, you drive it, it gets dirty. You don't have the time to clean it in between. You drive it again, it gets dirty, and then you're doing twice the work. And if you could just use that gift certificate and cash out, like, that would be a relief at that time, So my final gift for 2023, JDM Car Guy gift guide. Okay, so if you remember a few times ago, I said, get him the ticket, okay?
Yeah.
Get him the ticket. But if that's not enough, like, if you just want to get this JDM car guy or gal the very best JDM gift money can buy. Money is no object here.
What is it? What's it going to be?
An R34 GTR.
Oof.
Yes.
Why
Get him
not?
an R34 GTR.
Duh.
Like, so get him the ticket, send him out, get him the GTR. Hey, you want him to, put a ring on it? you want to put a ring on it? Have him drive the car that you got him in Japan.
Wow.
Boom, that is the ultimate 2023 JDM Car Guy gift.
Yeah,
Unless you got one that can top it.
Dude, I don't.
If you do, don't let me stop
I don't.
you.
I mean, I had one, but it can't top that. Holy cow.
Do you want to say it or do you want to end it on that?
I was just going to say an SR20, God's motor, like.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Get him.
But Jesus Christ, a trip to drive his GTR in. Yeah.
I should have let you win first. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's okay.
It
Either
happens.
way, hey, if you can get him an SR20, grab him one of those too, right? Right? If you got a spare SR20, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to have, kicking around.
SR, yeah.
And these days, it's worth its weight in gold almost. Right?
You're right. It actually kind of is. So, yeah, this was just our stab at the gifts that we think would be really good for almost any JDM car guy. And don't forget to hit us up on YouTube at RHDGUIS. Same on Instagram. Hit up the merch at RHDGUIS.com. And yeah, hopefully some of you guys get these gifts. Point your girl in this direction.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, cool. I'm Bobby. This is Aaron.
See ya.
Peace.